guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 biggest misconceptions about twin flame relationships. Watch this video. Okay guys, so welcome back. I'm very excited to talk about this topic today because it's something very near and dear to my heart. So many people, I think, excuse abuse and mistreatment in relationships because they say, oh, it's just my twin flame relationship and these are the lessons that I need to learn, or, they'll take mistreatment because we use the term or the label twin flame and we think that, oh, it's so special and it's so important, or it's like, it's the other half of my soul, so how could I ever not love them for the things that they hurt me with? Like, what I want to write is some wrongs in what I believe the twin flame space is. So these 3 things are going to be things that you can understand that if you're experiencing these things, like most likely it is not your twin flame relationship. And so that's why they're misconceptions. So the first misconception that I want to share with you is this idea that your twin flame is meant to complete you. This is completely false. Your twin flame is not meant to complete you. The actual idea, the psychology, or like the mystery, or whatever you want to call it, the premise behind a twin flame is actually that you are so complete and whole on your own that you split yourself into 2 different bodies. So if you are in a relationship with a twin flame and you feel like you need to be there because they are meant to complete you, because you are not complete on your own, that is not a twin flame relationship. A twin flame relationship is 2 people consciously coming together because they understand that when they come together, they are actually stronger than when they are apart. However, they are still complete and whole and perfect as they are without the other. That's why you can come together in twin flame union, is because you are completely whole on your own. Other people that are experiencing twin flame relationships that are maybe in the karmic phase of their relationship or that are just not in union, we're probably experiencing this idea that I feel that I need this person to complete me. And that's the whole idea between the runner and the chaser stage, right? Is like, there's not a wholeness and a completeness. When you realize that I don't need you, but I want you, and I don't need you to complete me, but I want you to be here because I enjoy your presence. Like, that's a completely different dynamic than this person's the other half of my soul and I need them in order to be complete and whole on my own. Like, no. Just no. It's not, there is no part of a twin flame relationship when you're in the union stage that you feel like you ever have to be there with that person. You don't ever feel like that person's not going to be okay if you're not there, and you don't ever feel like you're not going to be okay if you're not there, if that makes sense. The second misconception that I really want to touch on today about twin flame relationships is so many people use this label of twin flame or mirror soul or soulmate as a way to excuse abuse or mistreatment in relationships. And this can look all kinds of different ways, okay? This isn't just like someone threw a glass bottle at you. This is like, this person isn't valuing your opinions, ideas, your emotions, okay? So many people will be like, oh, well, that's my twin flame and they're my mirror soul, so they can do no wrong. That is not true. Okay? Twin flame, if you are really with your twin flame, they will not be able to hurt you. Okay? This is very important. They cannot hurt you because you are conscious enough and you have come to a point in your own evolution where you have healed enough wounds that you understand the difference between your own projections and your own wounds hurting you and somebody else hurting you, right? So if you are really with your twin flame, they will not be able to consciously take action to hurt you. So there's this idea behind symbiosis in a relationship. And the way that I understand symbiosis is that when one thing is good for one person, that means it's automatically good for the other person. So let's have an example. Maybe your twin flame cheats on you, right? And that was good for them, okay? But maybe it wasn't good for you, okay? So if you are in a twin flame relationship or you are in union with your twin flame, they will not be able to self-serve to a point that it hurts you. And there has to be an acknowledgement on both sides that when something is good for me, it's actually also good for you. Or when something is bad for me, it's actually also bad for you. Because they are mirrored souls. So one is going to experience something and the other is going to experience the same thing. So what I hate to see so often, and it really gets me so upset and so angry, because I went through the same thing with a false twin flame relationship. And what will happen is you will create this image of them in your mind that says, they're my twin flame so they can do no wrong. And so you allow them to abuse you, you allow them to mistreat you, you allow them to put you down, because with twin flames, there's this dynamic of like mentorship, or like that they are your teacher. So sometimes what happens is you put this person on a pedestal and then say, well, you know what? I was meant to learn that lesson. It's not like that. If you are in a conscious relationship with your twin, there is no room for abuse. There is no room for mistreatment. And so this is one of the biggest misconceptions, because people will take mistreatment from other people all day long under the umbrella that it's a twin flame and so it's okay. That is not true. So the third thing I'm going to share with you about misconceptions about twin flame relationships is, this is actually really interesting to me, okay? I know the other ones were very heavy, but this one's actually kind of interesting. So a lot of times with our twins, we will, because they're our mirror soul, right? We will think that their specific personality traits or their specific characteristics are supposed to be more similar to us. However, this is why there's so much running and chasing, is because the mind oftentimes can't understand the twin flame dynamic and the twin flame relationship, because it can really only be felt with the heart, right? Twin flame missions are about unconditional love and are about missions that are bigger than just one soul self, right? So this idea that their personality or their characteristics, okay? So think about this. Everything about you, your personality, your likes, your dislikes, everything that you can say, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, all of that is ego, okay? So because all of that is ego, what this means is that your twin flame, because of their programming, their conditioning, which may have been different from yours, because of the fact that you are two different people, right? So on the outside, you're two different people. You connect to being the same soul. But everything on the outside, you know, even just things like hair color, eye color, you know, skin tone, things like that. Think of your personality traits like that. They're things that you inherited as the human, right? So twin flame humans can actually appear very different in terms of their personality, their likes, their dislikes. A lot of times you'll hear that they're like opposites almost, which may or may not be true. It depends on what you chose to have in this lifetime. But what it comes down to is when you are with that person, you will feel like a really specific type of resonance, right? Like you almost merge into being one person when you're physically with this person. Now, the important thing, and this is where the misconception comes in, is you do not believe that you are one person, okay? And the reason that this is a misconception is because when we're close with this person, we feel so connected and we feel so similar. So we're like, well, of course they feel this way about this thing, or of course they have the same opinion as me about this, or of course they like this same thing that I like, when that is not necessarily true. The most important thing about a twin flame relationship is actually honoring your separateness, because it's only when you honor your separateness that you can actually come together and honor your similarities or honor your oneness as well. And this has to do with overriding free will, right? So in New Earth, in Ascension, in spirituality, this idea that you have your own free will, okay? And when you are with your twin flame, there is no way that you can override their free will, because you are equal, you are mirror souls. So the moment one of you tries to start to do that, the other one will reciprocate, and you will feel that, and you'll feel it as tension, you'll feel it as resistance. So the most important misconception is that you will think that you should have the same likes, dislikes, blah, 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 because we're the same person. But it's actually no, you're not the same person, you're the same soul. And the soul is beyond the mind. So what you feel when you're with them is going to be more true than what you think when you're with them, if that makes sense. So let me give you an example. You might have two different stances on religion. Let's use that for an example, because that's a pretty intense topic. So let's say one person believes there's God and one person believes there's not a God. They might still come to the same belief at the end, which is we're all one, we're all this, we're all that. And you might have the same core beliefs and core values, but the way in which you get there may be very different from each other. And so the most important thing is respecting those differences and saying, okay, this person has this belief and they came to this value because of this belief that they have. And I have a different belief, but I came to the same value because of this. So it's that very nature of the separateness that allows you to come together and make a wholer picture as well. So there you have it, guys. That was 3 of the biggest misconceptions that I see in my work that I do with twin flames and just New Earth relationships in general. I hope you found this helpful. Please, 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 please take this to heart. There's so many different types of relationships out there that allow abuse, mistreatment, that allow just horrible things to happen under the name of twin flames. And twin flames are meant to make the world a better place. They're meant to heal the world. They're not meant to cause turmoil between you, yourself, your relationship, your friends, your family. So if this is what is happening to you, you most likely are not in a twin flame relationship. If you need help and guidance, please follow the link below in the description box. I am a relationship and twin flame coach. So if you are looking for guidance, you are more than welcome to fill out my form below. And we can chat and we can go through the phases. I'd love to help you. Relationships are my place. They are my strong point. They have been for a long time. So if you're looking for information or guidance, please, 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 please check the link below. Also, if you're interested in signing up for my monthly, now it's bi-weekly actually. We do it two times a month, is my women's circle. This circle is not just open only for women. If you are gender nonconforming or male, you're more than welcome to join this circle. However, we will be focusing mostly on the feminine energies because that is where I feel called. So if you'd like to sign up with that, the link is also down below. You basically just go to my website and the first thing that's going to pop up is going to ask you, do you want to join this monthly meditation circle? And you put your email in and then I will send you all of the details. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, like, comment down below, and we will see you next time. Big love, Serena.